Hey, I'm Lithium. Duh. Let's just get straight into the lore. And as always, recommend anything, like literally anything, that you want to see in the comments. Disclaimer, these are just my personal opinions and theories. These are not about Kim Jong-un as a person. It is about Kai, his alter ego, and stage persona. This is entirely for fun and speculation. If you are unfamiliar with Kai or my fan theories, you should watch part 1, where I explain Kai's first album, and then come back to this one. So essentially, I'm going to be analyzing Kai's second album called Peaches, which has an entirely different vibe from Kai, the first album, which does make sense as we ended off our first album with Kai and his stranger becoming lovers. Anywho, Peaches was also released with a film and features 6 tracks. The track list includes Peaches, Vanilla, Domino, Come In, To Be Honest, and Blue. Pause real quick, because Peaches is a prologue film, meaning that it's an introduction. It introduces the audience to a story. So how could this be the second album and also the prologue? Well, this album could very well be a prequel, meaning that the actual order is Peaches, then Kai. I will explain what that is with a timeline. See, it's a timeline. Okay, I'm rambling. Let's cue the title card. The entire prologue film is vanilla. It's sweet, warm, soft, and new to us. In the previous album, this vibe is not really there. The way I see it, vanilla being the song in the prologue film and Peaches being the name must mean that this happened before the first album. Now, you may be wondering, Lithium, how is that possible? When we start off the first album, he is alone. Yes, I know, but this album could be happening before and after Kai. Just follow along. The part before Kai is him with his past lover. Let's call her Peach. Vanilla, 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 vanilla. Vanilla is the start of the love. It is sweet and pure and dreamlike. 공기마저 달아 너와 있으면 시간이 다 멈춘 듯해 꿈결같아. The stranger reminded him of his first love. It is said no one truly forgets their first love. But why did they break up? Well, if this entire album was a prequel to Kai, then your reason is there. 이미 삼켜버린 주스 그 순간 깨져버린 룰 조용히 주고받는 비밀 아무도 믿지 못할 꿈. I do wonder what rule was broken. Throughout the albums, we hear a lot of talks about the media. Like in Rover, he says #me. In Black Mirror, he's just ranting about the media. And even in this album, he talks about not caring about the headlines. He can't love her openly, but he doesn't care. 넘쳐버린 만큼 나를 채워줘 너를 위한 마음이 계속되도록 파도 치듯 넌 휩쓸어간 날 내일을 떠올리기엔 아쉬우니까 집중해줘 all day 너 하나면 okay 벗어날 수 없어 너. For Kai, history repeats itself because, spoiler alert, at the end of this album, he's alone again, just like he was in Hello Stranger, but something is a bit more malicious this time. I have to give a quick shameless plug to my first video. If you want to know what happens after Vanilla and Peaches in Kai's first album, then watch part 1 of this series, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, this is not a multiverse with various timelines and possibilities. It's more like deja vu. In his current relationship, the same emotions arise, leading us to Domino. 넘어져 like dominoes 버려 all your thoughts 무너져 like dominoes whoa whoa here we go 넘어져 like dominoes. I believe Domino happens both before and after Kai, meaning history has repeated itself. Regardless of when or who, the passion, infatuation, and love doesn't last. Dominoes 메뉴를 봐 온대 식탁 나의 물리로 비싸 무거워 들어올리긴 trophies 마치 FIFA. Although he is in love, he loves something else a bit more. Money, freedom. Although his current lover is his pride, he thinks his materials will impress her more than him. There's a lot of insecurity there. He wants her to follow his lead and put him first. He seems to be carefree, but when she does what she wants, he says she's going to fall like a domino. If she is in control, nothing works out for him. But I wonder, who's the one with the problem? Maybe the first time his Peach was the problem. She burst his bubble, woke him up from the dream, leaving him lonely which is why the sequential album Kai started off with heartache and loneliness. But then he found hope when he met his stranger. He never described his time with her as a dream, but now their relationship is crumbling like a chain of dominoes.
클랩 내도 손에 땀이 텐션 이미 올랐지 똑같잖아 우린 Why you dumb don't be stupid.
Him calling his lover dumb is less of a jab at her, but more at himself. In some way, he's regretting his actions with his first relationship and is calling himself dumb for it. But he projects his own faults onto his current lover.
알려줘 네 스타일 어떤 게 best life Don't need a headlights 어서 밟아봐 너의 엑셀.
He wants her to rush into things with him and stop worrying about other things. Life with him would be the best. He doesn't want her thinking about the media. He just wants her thinking about him and their future. Now, the reason I'm practically going verse for verse with the song is because Domino happened twice. But this time, he doesn't have a redemption arc after and moves on and finds love again. This time, he is changing for the worse. And as you listen, it will become even more clear. For the rest of this album, whatever's happening has only happened after Kai. Only his current lover has seen the side of him.
알잖아 과감한 게 좋아 그게 뭐든 I love you 난 너라면 차가운 와인같이 짜릿한 거 아님 네 입술.
Somewhere in between Domino and Come they broke up. I don't think they broke up in a song, but I do assume she broke up with him for being overbearing or just overstepping his place in her life. But he wants her back. With his first lover, he moved on and sat in his loneliness too easily. This time, he wants to fight for her.
가만두지 마 내게 commit 숨길 수 없어 널 말해 채워줘 빈자리를 in my head 긴장하지 마 내게 commit.
This is really just ultimate male learning, but I wonder why she would be nervous. Was it because of his words in Domino, or is she just nervous to give him another chance?
달콤한 맛은 금방 질리던데 너는 왠지 늘 새롭지 위험은 감당할 수 없게 이미 번져와 내게.
Even though the first two songs of the album are about how much he enjoys vanilla and peaches, which are sweet flavors, I think that is a subliminal at his old lover. He got tired of her fast, even though he seemed to be so infatuated with her and her sweetness. His current lover is also sweet. She's so sweet that he seems to be losing control over himself. He needs her to return to him and keep him sane. Existence without her is dangerous. The love has become obsession. I'm just gonna start this one off with the lyric to make things clear.
손 내밀면 금세 내게 닿듯 다가와 넌 가끔 내게 선뜻 그리고 그 순간 한 발짝 물러나 내가 다시 다가가려 하면 넌 마치 내게 무슨 일 있었냐는 듯.
She wants to forget about him, but he still wants her and he reaches out to her, hoping that she will embrace him again. This storyline is so real. You love someone so much, but you have your own problems. You just want someone to fill the void, but they can't take care of you. They have to put themselves first, and that may be hard to process. Actually, maybe they aren't even on and off. She's just providing emotional support to let him down easy, but he isn't getting the hint.
Baby, 나는 단지 어떤 말도 아닌 솔직한 너의 마음을 원해 애매한 우리 사이 정해줄 그 한.
Now this kind of changes things. He just wants her to say it. Let him know that she's over him, or that she still wants to be with him.
이리저리 아무리 재봤자 계산기로 두드려 대봤자 지금 내 눈빛보다 분명한 답은 없어 단언컨대 너와 내 머릿속을 펼쳐보면 달콤한 듯 서로 같은 생각을 그리는 중 겉으로만 표현 안 했을 뿐.
He doesn't want her to be logical or technical. He wants her on his heart. Like he has been saying since the first album, they are the same, a declamani. But they never spoke about their similarities to each other. They were mirrors of each other, the same people. But like they said, opposites attract. Finding and starting love is wonderful, but the loss of love hurts, and it's so confusing. He thought they were similar, but maybe they were more different than they thought. To be honest, is an ambiguous confession, meaning that the relationship at this point is open to multiple interpretations. The way he sees their relationship is not how she sees it. To be honest, it's probably my favorite song on the album. It's so heartfelt, but his dream is over. We have reached the end. Now this is going to be a bit crazy, but it will all make sense when I explain Rover. But for now, just know his lover is, yeah. Okay, log in real quick.
I don't even know 이제 내가 뭘 원하는지 외로운 건지 아님 외롭고 싶은 건지 멍하니 날 거울에 비추어 내가 알던 난 여기 멈추어.
They have officially broken up. His old self is just staring back at him.
알아주길 바란 적은 없어 이런 나의 말 맘을 설명할 순 없어 아무 말 없이 holding me 이런 말조차 hard to me.
Now, I find it interesting how the ad-lib is literally cut off. I feel like this every time. I have not seen anything so intentional before. He just wants her to come back. He doesn't want history to repeat itself.
내일은 좀 더 괜찮아질 것 같아 혼잣말을 해 never enough for me 잠들지 못해 나를 달래고.
He just wants her to come back so his heart can stop aching. Even breathing is hard without her. He wants to go back and change everything. He wants to disappear. He's back in the same place he was in Hello Stranger, but this time the outcome is different.
I don't even know who I am anymore. No. 나를 잡아줘, 나를 안아줘, yeah.
The love has ended. He is alone and lonely. He doesn't know who he is anymore. He has lost himself. He can't go back. But he can't have her back ever again because she's alive. Now you might be wondering, when did he unalive her? At what point did this happen? What's going on? Yeah, you're not gonna know that until the next part. You know, there's no like around this time she's unalived. I don't think it happened in that song. Maybe like the I don't even know who I am anymore part. Maybe like that's where it happened, but just know it happened. Trust me, trust me. Anyways, this breakup is not like the other. She was quite literally his ride or die, and she stopped riding, so she had to, you know. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Mwah, mwah. Bye.